Hi guys, welcome back to our channel RoDis Realtors DXB. Firstly, I really wish that you guys had the best new year, and we wish you the best of health, best of success for this coming year. Thank you so much for your generous support to our channel. Today's video is going to be really special because we'll be discussing about the progress of real estate market in 2024. So we will be talking about the best developer in the market today, which holds the maximum market share. I hope you're guessing it right. So this particular developer came up with various landscapes in the past year, and 2025 is just getting started. So this video is going to be in three parts. Number one, about this developer. Number two, what the developer has in the kitty, what are the upcoming launches that they have, and number three, how you as an investor can benefit out of their product.
Hi guys, this is Sitaram Gavas. Happy New Year to all of you. And as discussed, today's video is very special for me because in today's video we are going to discuss about what has happened in 2024 in Dubai real estate market, and along with that we'll be discussing about one of the major developers, what they have done in 2024 and what they are going to do in 2025, so that you can make even more profits in 2025 itself. So let's start with the video itself. In today's video, let's start with first Dubai's performance in 2024. So if you have seen and if you have known about what market has done in last 3 years, after COVID, once COVID was done, 2019 and 2020 were the years where entire world was basically going through a very rough patch. And after that, when 2021-2022 came, the Dubai government started making some new regulations, new rules to make sure foreign investors will take their interest in Dubai properties. And that boosted Dubai's economy a lot. The kind of infrastructure we see today and the kind of infrastructure we will see in the future as well, it's going to be phenomenal. And if you look at the numbers as well, you can see it on my screen. In 2022 alone, Dubai market has done 261 billion dirhams of revenue. In 2023, that rose up to 412 billion dirhams. And it has even more exceeded in 2024, which was 522 billion dirhams. If we segregate this 522 billion dirhams in terms of first sale, that is off-plan division, which I am more expertise in and into ready, we'll have these numbers that in 2024, the total number of transactions done in off-plan was 334 billion dirhams, whereas the ready transactions were 188 billion dirhams. So you can see in today's date, there is a supply gap in terms of ready units available into this particular category, and we will see having more handovers happening in 2025, 2026, 2027. These 3 years will have some moderate supply in the market for the projects which were launched in 2022 and 2023, but the major chunk of supply will be happening in 2028, and at that time most of the market will see a surge in supply, and by that time we have already seen the kind of population increase in last couple of years. It will be doubled in the coming years, so the supply will meet the demand chain as well, and will have a very fruitful investment profits what we have done in the past, and people have seen that. Even people who are selling their properties today into their secondary divisions have seen at least 30% to 120% profits and a hike, a capital appreciation against their properties. Even the rental yields in today's state, the people are fetching anywhere in between 6% to 16%, which is comprises of ready units which are having short-term rentals, also in long-term rentals. Because in today's date, Dubai considering having the highest number of tourists, even recently we have seen a news that the first 15 days in Old Dubai airport, they are expecting more than 4.3 million passengers traveling through Dubai airport itself. So you can see the numbers, and every year this number is increasing, and by the time Al Maktoum International Airport will be up and running, this number is going to reach annually 260 million passengers. That's very huge. If we compare to D33 agenda, which is economic agenda of Dubai, in that also it is mentioned that the economy and the GDP of Dubai is going to get doubled by 2033. And also if we see 2040 urban master plan, in that as well, the kind of developments this government has planned and what we have seen in the past, the history what they have already created, we can have the confidence that this is going to get done. For the next 15 years, this market is going to surpass any other market in any corner of the world. So this is the best chance for anyone to have the first mover advantage to make big profits in terms of real estate portfolio. And among this, let's understand a very major developer who has contributed in terms of big numbers into this. As we all know, the developer is Emaar, and as Emaar has always done, like Emaar, not only today, they are operations in 1997, and since those many days, they have been delivering fantastic communities. Communities like Dubai Marina, Dubai Hills Estate, Emirates Hills, downtown where we have our Burj Khalifa. MR is someone who is expertised in building communities. They have altogether 16 communities, and the bigger news is they are going to launch couple of new communities in this year. And as we follow through this video, we are going to understand those numbers itself, what exactly MR has for you guys in terms of new investment options, first mover advantage options, where you can make big profits in the coming years. So let's dive into that. So let's first talk about what MR has done in 2024. If we consider 2024 as a year for MR properties, they stood at number one throughout all the 4 quarters in terms of number of units sold, in terms of ready and off plan, and also in terms of the volume they have sold in the entire year. They had staggering 55 launches throughout the year, where they have recently launched a new master plan in front of Expo City, which was Expo Living, and also they extended the master plan of Valley. So Valley is one of their community living township where they have townhouses, villas only, and it's a very beautiful community. Following through this video, we'll be understanding what we have in that segment as well, because that is one of the locations which is having the first mover advantage, because surrounding to that there are not many developments which are currently happening, but in 2025 itself that entire area will be launched. So the kind of appreciation people will have by buying today in Valley will be phenomenal as compared to other areas. If we consider 2025 as a year of MR, they have told us very clearly that in this year they are going to have more than 60 launches, which will be having 2 new communities, 2 new master plans added in the very first 2 quarters itself, that is Q1 and Q2. Along with that, they will be having 3 new launches in the Oasis and in Emaar Beachfront. Now these 2 communities, the Oasis and Emaar Beachfront, are the luxury end communities of MR. Emaar Beachfront is right in front of Palm Jumeirah and Dubai Harbour, where you have a private island on which you have 24 luxurious buildings. 1 bedroom apartment in Emaar Beachfront is today costing at 3.66 million dirhams. So you can understand the kind of quality and the luxury finishes you will have onto this particular island itself, and the kind of people who are going to stay over there and the kind of infrastructure they have built till date over there in Emaar Beachfront itself, it's phenomenal. And if we talk about the Oasis, now Oasis is my favorite community. If someone is looking in terms of luxury living experience in Dubai, who wants to stay in a very huge mansion or an independent villa, the Oasis is the key for you. I'll just compare a simple thing, like there are 2 communities of MR. One is Dubai Hills Estate and the Oasis. In terms of land parcel, in terms of the size of the community, both these communities are almost the same in terms of land parcel size. But if you compare the units in Dubai Hills Estate, in today's date we have more than 45,000 units in Dubai Hills Estate itself. Whereas on the same land parcel size in the Oasis, we are only having 6,000 units. Almost 6 times lesser units, but more open spaces, more park spaces into that locality, and we have only villas and mansions over there. So it's one of a kind investment opportunity, because into this community in today's date, MR is selling villas and mansions at a very minimum per square feet rate, which is 1050 to 1200 dirhams per square feet. Whereas if you compare the same living experience in other communities like Al Barari or Emirates Hills, Arabian Ranches 1, so into these communities with the same kind of living experience, the rates are going anywhere between 5,000 dirham square feet to 10,000 dirham square feet. You can understand you are buying a property today in such a community which is 5 to 10 times lesser in terms of per square feet rate, and which is going to be the next future living experience for any end user or an investor as well, because the kind of profits they are going to make over there on an investment and the experience, it's going to be phenomenal. So we do have very interesting launches into these two communities which an HNI can look out for. Also, we have some very fresh news that in Dubai Creek Harbour, which is going to be downtown 2.0 for Dubai, which is right in front of Rasalpur Wildlife Sanctuary, where we have a new district launch planned by Emaar. Now, this district will be the fourth district after successful launch of previous three districts. This is going to be the fourth district, and in this community itself, we are going to have Dubai Creek Tower, which is one of the huge and the tallest tower which is going to be around in Dubai, which is going to surpass the height of Burj Khalifa. Now you can imagine the kind of infrastructure this particular developer is planning into that locality. So there are so many big plans in this community by Emaar Properties. Here we are only going to have apartments and offices. So it's going to be an exact replica of Downtown 2.0, but let's wait for Emaar Properties for an official announcement in the coming time, so that we will understand what exactly they are planning, they are going to do, because they are going to have futuristic design into that community. It's very good for the people like Gen Z people specifically, who like what we say private living experiences. They want to go out with a fashionist way of living experiences. It's going to be very huge appreciation point for them as well into this community. Now after that, as I discussed previously with you, there is another community which is Valley. Now Valley is a community living experience where in today's date Emaar has launched a townhouse cluster, but in the coming time they are going to launch the phase 3 of Valley as well. So now why I'm mentioning this point to you guys is because the people who have invested in Valley phase 1, because of Valley phase 2 extension, the people who bought in Valley phase 1 has gotten a good appreciation. But now the people who are going to buy in Valley phase 2 currently with the units available, they are going to make even more appreciation by the time Valley phase 3 will come. So that's a very huge appreciation point for the people who are going to invest over here. There are two other master plans which we are going to discuss. One of them is Rashid Yachts and Marina, which is a beachfront living experience. Now, if you see Dubai's coastline, there are very few projects which we have always heard. Like one of them is Palm Jumeirah, then Palm Jabal Ali, Dubai Maritime City, Dubai Island. So Rashid Yachts and Marina is an independent community only built by Emaar, where you have very good apartments and townhouses options where you can invest and have a beachfront living experience, where in today's state the per square feet rate is going anywhere in between 2200 dirham per square feet to 2400 dirham per square feet. Whereas if you compare the same prices with Palm Jumeirah, Palm Jabal Ali, or even in this Emaar beachfront, the prices are almost double into these areas. Let's suppose consider Lamer, Bulgaria Island as well. Over there as well, the prices are almost double or triple. So in today's date, the people who are going to invest into these locations, this is the future of Dubai, what we say, beachfront developments. So this community is for those people who always wants to stay into a beachfront living experience, who wants to stay near to sea. This is kind of an community. You can see on the screen as well the kind of renters I have shown. This is going to be one of the fantastic community living experience who love beach. And the second master plan was Expo Living. Now Expo Living is right in front of Expo City, and we have seen the kind of infrastructure Expo City has built, the Al Wasl Dome, the kind of companies who have already been operational over there. And Expo City is the only master plan who developed the commercial sector first, and now recently, before 2 months only, His Highness launched the mega master plan of Expo City, expanding over to 5 different districts. And over there itself, Emaar is having their community, which is Expo Living. You can understand the kind of appreciation and the life, experience of living into that community itself. Someone who is from IT background, who loves to stay into an event zone, because over there itself we have Dubai Exhibition Center, which is going to be expanded in the coming years. So more than 600 events are going to happen over there. So people who wants Airbnb revenues, who loves to rent and put your apartment on rent in terms of short-term leasing, Expo Living is going to be an option for you where you can put your apartment on lease very easily. Throughout the year, you'll make minimum 12 to 18% returns from this property itself. And going forward, we will have some new launches in the old districts of Emaar's communities, which is Emaar South and Dubai Hills Estate. We are going to have some launches of apartments over there, especially talking about Emaar South. The Emaar South is a community which is right next to Al Maktoum International Airport, and over there in today's state, we have one bedroom apartments which are starting just at 1 million dirhams. You go to any community of Emaar, you will not find an apartment which is at 1 million dirham itself. On the corner side, you can see both the videos of Valley and Emaar South, which I have already posted on my channel. You can go through these videos and you will be able to understand this community, what kind of master plans and the living experience they have. But let me give you a very brief example. The Valley and Emaar South are the communities where you will have a first mover advantage for sure, because surrounding to this, you don't have many other developments happening. And as Emaar will progress in terms of constructions and deliveries, these prices are going to increase exponentially. Let me give an example of the older communities like Dubai Hills Estate. Now, Dubai Hills Estate, even in today's date in 2024, it comes into top 3 of highest performing areas in Dubai. Dubai Hills Estate is comprised of 2 sides. One is park side, one is golf side. But the kind of appreciation people have seen over the years into that area and the kind of infrastructure Emaar has also developed over there is phenomenal. Like an villa which was costing at 2 million to 2.5 million dirhams at a time of launch is today selling at 6 to 8 million dirhams when it has handed over. Also, the villas which are facing towards goal, which were sold at the price of 40 million dirhams, today they have sold at the price of 240 million dirhams. See the appreciation. People have achieved 3 to 5 times their money in only 6 years. And that's what Emaar has given. When you invest with Emaar, you know the security is there, the construction quality is going to be phenomenal, the community living experience, and finally the profits you're going to make. Even during COVID, Emaar has never lowered their prices. They always kept on increasing the prices so that the investors who have invested will always have that trust into the product. And when we consider the market of investment, it's always about the trust and the history of the particular product, the company, the portfolio of that product. And when we understand and give a thought to Emaar is a no-brainer. Emaar is a kind of an investment which you don't have to think about it again and again. They have a very simple payment plan. They have something which can be in your kitty in terms of per square feet rate, so that it can be into an affordable segment as well. But if you love something into luxury, they have that thing for you. So going forward, we are going to discuss what we have in first quarter itself of 2025 in terms of investment portfolio. Let's go month by month what we have in terms of launches that are going to happen in 2025. So in this month itself, we have 4 launches in Emaar's communities. The very first launch, which is happening in this week itself, it's a townhouse clusters. 3 townhouse clusters are getting launched in Valley Phase 1. It's a very beautiful community, as we discussed earlier. And these clusters are having the biggest sizes. A 3-bedroom townhouse is having a size of 1950 to 2000 square feet, and the built-up area is almost 2300 square feet. It's very huge in terms of 3-bedroom townhouses itself. And for a 4-bedroom, it is ranging for a plot area of 2300 square feet and a built-up area of almost 2800 to 2900 square feet. But the prices are only 2.8 million to 3.4 million. So when you compare it in terms of per square feet rate, the per square feet rate is coming anywhere in between 1100 dirhams to 1200 dirham per square feet. You compare it with any other community which is done by Emaar itself, it is almost 3 to 4 times lesser in terms of price. And it's the future kind of living experience Emaar is developing over there. In this community itself, there are 1 cluster which is already delivered, 2 will be delivered in the coming quarter itself, and many handovers will happen in the future. This is a community which has everything in terms of every single need of an end user. Secondly, we have another launch in Dubai Hills Estate. Now it's again a community of Emaar, which is top performing community, top 3 communities in Dubai itself, which is performing in terms of phenomenal rates. Into this, last month they launched a new district which is called as Hillside, and into that only they are launching a new building over there. In Hillside Park, the very first building which they launched, the one bedroom apartment price of 1.89 million. Now there will be a price appraisal on top of that. So those who are looking for something which is in the heart of the city in terms of investment or an end user, this is going to be a very good investment option for them in terms of having an apartment investment. After that, we have two more launches. Third launch is in Expo Living, which is right in front of Expo City, where the previous launch was of Terra Heights, where one bedroom apartments were starting at 1.54 million. So over there, they had one bedroom, two bedroom, and three bedroom inventories. Now they are going to launch a couple of more buildings into this master plan. So we will be expecting some price appreciation there as well. But yes, it's a very good investment for the people who are going to stay or work nearby to Dubai South. And as this is going to be an Emaar community, perfect choice, because if someone is looking for short-term rentals or long-term rentals in the future in terms of ROIs, this community will give very good numbers of short-term living and long-term living rentals as well. And the last launch of this month is Emaar South building launch. Now, as we discussed earlier, in this community, we have almost 43 buildings, out of which only 5 buildings have been launched. And a new building will be launched in this month itself, where I guess the prices will be anywhere in between 1.1 to 1.2 million for one bedroom apartments, because the previous launch, the one bedroom was starting at 1.12 million. So there will be a price increase in terms of the one bedroom apartments, two bedroom and three bedroom apartments. But the key point is these are the apartments which are facing towards the golf course. So in the center you have an 18-hole championship golf course, and by the time all the 43 buildings will be launched, the kind of appreciation you will get organically with the launches itself, it's going to be phenomenal. So your exit will be very easy and the price appreciation will be very good in the future. Going forward in February 2025, which is the next month, in next month we have 3 launches. The luxurious community of Emaar Beachfront, they're launching a new building over there. So over there we'll be having a very new building in terms of luxury segment apartments, one bedroom, two bedroom, three bedroom. There might be some options of two bedroom plus maids and three bedroom plus maids. So someone who wants beachfront living and luxury and finishes, Emaar Beachfront is a very good choice. In the last launch, they had one bedroom apartment starting at 3.66 million dirhams. So in this again we'll have some price appreciation. Secondly, we are going to have one more building launch in the same Dubai Hills Estate area, which is Hillside Park District. Over there we are going to have a new building launch, and in the last phase of February 2025 we are going to have 2 townhouses launch. 2 new clusters of townhouses will be launched in Emaar South. Now in Emaar South, these are going to be one of the last townhouse clusters, because if you can see into my video as well, the entire master plan is already launched. Most of them have been delivered. So this is a very live community. Someone who is looking for an investment in townhouse nearby to Al Maktoum International Airport, Emaar South is the best choice for you, and last kind of inventory available options for you in terms of that community itself. If you want any more specific details about Emaar South, you can check the video in the corner, and it will give you a very good idea about the community master plan, what you have inside over there as well. And coming back to the last point, which is March 2025, the third month of this year, we are again having 3 big launches. And these 3 launches will be very huge, because the value of the launches is almost 11 billion dirhams. Because in this month, we are going to have a new villa launch in the Oasis. So the people who are HNIs who want and villa, independent villa in a very huge community, the Oasis is the location for you, because over here, as we discussed earlier, you only have independent villas and mansions into this community. Going forward in the same segment, we have a new district launch in Dubai Creek Harbour. In the coming time, I'll make a video on Dubai Creek Harbour as a community itself, so you will be able to understand what exactly Dubai Creek Harbour as a location, what it is, and what it is having for you as an investor and an end user in terms of future course. And in the last phase, again we are going to have 2 more building launches in Emaar South. That's again a very good point, but it will be a price appreciation will be there. So mostly 1.2 to 1.4 million will be the one bedroom price over there. As I discussed earlier, with every new building launch, the price will appreciate for Emaar property, and that's what's the best part for an investor is, because they don't have to depend on the market organically with the launches itself, the price is getting appreciated for every single unit they have bought. So someone who is looking for bulk unit purchase in Emaar South, please do let me know. Accordingly, we'll try for that, because Emaar South is a very keen investment option for apartment itself. And this basically for investors itself, because the kind of appreciation you will make along the years of construction, it's going to be very good. Lastly, the best news is the new master plan which will be launched. Grand Polo Club and Resort is the new master plan by Emaar Properties, which will be launched in this very first quarter itself. So those who are looking for first mover advantage with the very first launch, new launch in the market, Grand Polo Resorts is the location for you. You can see it on the screen, the kind of location they are having. It is right next to the residential district of Dubai South. And again, it's going to have townhouse and villas into that community. So it's going to be very good in terms of investment and end user category as well. So thank you so much to listen to this entire video and understand about the kind of launches Emaar is having. If you guys have any kind of questions, any queries regarding any specific project, any specific inventory options about Emaar, about Dubai market, you can always get in touch with us. You can always ask us any kind of query. We'll be more happy to share the details with you. And as always I say, Dubai is just starting. So anyone who is coming today to make an investment will always end up making good profits along the years. So let's hope this 2025 year is going to be more profitable for all of us. Thank you so much again for watching this video. Happy New Year to you guys. Signing off.